Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. We've got another rainy day here today, so I'm not going to do any painting today. We've got some engines we've got to tear apart and stuff. I'm going to do a little prep on the body, but nothing special, just a little bit of sanding. So let's head back into the shop here. Here's that fire Jeep. I've got a new radiator in that, water pump, thermostat and everything yesterday. I've still got some brake work to do on this. But we're getting into Mark's engine. And I just want to show you what I found when I pulled the head off. Okay, this is an L head. And it came in and it's stuck. But I didn't know what I was going to get into when I pulled the head off. And these back four studs were completely rusted to the head. It took a lot of soaking to get this head to come off. You can see it's full of garbage. And it absolutely will not move. I don't recommend you guys get a big sledgehammer and bang the pistons out. That can lead to more problems. This came from a warm area, Tennessee, I believe. So I'm hoping that it didn't get any cracks, and I'm hoping it didn't pick up any cracks from water being in there or anything like that. Well, I'll magnaflux it and make sure, but it's going to probably take a little bit of soaking. Inside there is a disaster as well. I haven't pulled the pan yet, but you can see it's terrible. So hopefully the valves will come out okay. These two back ones, they look like they're rusted right into the block. Hopefully that won't be too bad. We'll probably wind up putting seats in this one. I don't think the original seats are going to be any good, but I'll know more when I get into it. But this is what a lot of engines are coming in like these days. I don't know if there's just a short supply of them. The guys are not taking care of them. Usually the engines aren't in too bad a shape because there's a hood on the Jeep. So I don't know exactly what happened to this one, but it is a disaster. Let's run over to the bench. I'll show you the transmission. Okay guys, here's the transmission. You can see there's like a high tide mark in there where the water got in there. That's completely frozen up, and that's a disaster too. But everything will get cleaned up, put back in shape. You could just see the amount of rust on. Oh, there it goes. I had that soaking for a bit. It's spinning now. You can see that front bearing. What a disaster that is. A lot of rust on this vehicle. I don't know if it was just left out and forgotten, and they left the hood open and took the carburetor off and let water go in there. I don't know what they did, but we'll get it right. I've got another T18 apart on the bench here. First and reverse gear is pretty rough. Reverse gear inside is bad. Cluster gear is good. I've got some parts coming in for this. Bad bearings and stuff again, and this one was, I believe this one was, I'm not sure what this one was doing, but the customer said when he had it in neutral and he got out, the Jeep would take off on him. It would start just rolling down the road. So I don't know what's going on. It was put together too tight or something. I'm not sure what happened, but I got some parts coming in. We'll get this one rebuilt and put back together properly. Here's a counter shaft for that T18. I can't get the camera focused in, but it's got the indents of the needle bearings, and it's pitted. So I should have parts here in a couple days, and we'll get busy putting that back together. Okay guys, I got Hal's crank sitting here, and it's cleaned up at 2020. We're just about ready to get Hal's engine going together. This was extremely dirty, a lot of grit and engine oil and sludge were packed into all these. They were packed in where they drilled for the balance, inside the head of the bolt. This is extremely dirty. It went through a lot of cleaning. I ran brushes through all the holes. I'm fairly confident it's 100% clean now. That's ready to go into Hal's engine once we get one more good wash on him. His engine was kind of like that one that I just showed you from Mark, and every time I clean it I think I'm done, and again I got to go one more hot water jet wash with that one, and then we'll drop the crank in. Okay, we're just moving along, a little bit of everything today. This is a T90C transmission. Okay, this I put together. The T90C's got a lower gear ratio than regular T90. Different input shaft and different cluster gear. Every gear in here, synchronizer, second, first, cluster, main shaft, input shaft, everything is new old stock. The case is new old stock. New notchy bearings and reverse idler shaft, everything 100% new old stock. I put this together and it is for sale if anybody needs a T90C. Very hard to get a complete transmission built out of new old stock parts. If anybody's looking for the real thing, this one is ready to go. It's completely new old stock. So it took me a long time to gather all the parts for that because I couldn't find everything all at one time, but waiting for a while, I got every single piece new old stock, and here it is. This will go in somebody's 2A, 3A, 3B, CJ5, anything like that, and it'd be a good transmission. Like I say, from the case to every gear, original new old stock parts. So anybody interested in something like that, just put a comment below and I'll get back with you on that. Okay guys, a radiator just showed up. This is the one I had built for the V6 Jeep here. So it's got 1.5 inches for your top outlet in the center, and then it's got 1.75 inches down the bottom there. So all aluminum, 3-core, 3-row core, mounting tabs on it and everything, and that will fit right in our test stand. But that engine's going in a 3B eventually, be a 3B Jeep. So we've got everything we need for a radiator now, and it's all aluminum, and we'll just run regular antifreeze in there, nothing crazy, and it should cool just fine. But the trick is getting the 1.5 inches and the 1.75 inches. So we've got a little petcock down the bottom there, and there she is. So we're one step closer to getting that V6 fired up. There's just so much going on, I can't seem to steal any time to get that 465 finished up. But that's coming, and the V6 will be started up soon. And I was waiting on that radiator, and it's here now, so there isn't really anything holding me up now except finding time to get going on that. But there's the radiator. Came out very nice. I'm happy with it. I ordered another one under that whole pile of sheets and stuff. That's the Cummins 4BT. So I ordered a radiator for that too. That needed 2 1 3/4 outlets, and that's going to take a little while to get. But this one they got right out for me, and the other one is not really a big deal on that other one because it'll be a while before we get going on that. But I wanted to get the radiator coming. So there's the V6 radiator. There's the V6, and hopefully soon they'll be together, and we'll get that guy in the test stand and fire it up and see what it sounds like. Okay guys, remember where we left off on the CJ5 body. It's getting kind of late today, but I'm going to spend a few hours in here and get things prepped up for tomorrow. It's supposed to be 72 degrees tomorrow and sunny, so we're going to give the hood a light sand and the body a sand with 800 grit. We're not going to get crazy inside, but we'll give everything a scuff. Fenders will get a little scuff because it's been sitting for a few days. I'll get the black masked off, get the bolts in the windshield, and I will meet you back in here tomorrow to lay some base down. And then hopefully we get another warm day where I could put the clear down. So just a short one for today, let you know where I'm at and show you some projects. And hopefully, if everything goes good, I'll be with you tomorrow. We'll be in the booth painting. Okay, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.